we go. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for February. All right, Sagittarius, you're juggling a lot of things, moving very quickly. I think you've got a bit of a headache. You're a little bit stressed out. I'm going to say, Sagittarius, February is going to be a little bit stressy. You may be dealing with someone who isn't very nice, or isn't very fair, or isn't very kind. And this person comes and goes and comes and goes and comes and goes and causes you a lot of friction. Unfortunately, February isn't going to be much different. You may be wanting a little bit of a break from your normal day-to-day life, maybe even from relationships. Maybe you just want time out with yourself, Sagittarius. If you're in a relationship, you may very well just want a minute to yourself. If you aren't in a relationship, you may still want a minute to yourself. And for those of you that are just looking for a sexual connection, you may just want a minute to yourself. So I'm going to say, take a minute to yourself, because February, you're going to be a little bit irritated. I don't think it's going to be a good thing for you to get involved. Anybody you did get involved with, you might just kick them to the curb before the month is even over. A little tiny bit of depression might hit you somewhere in the middle of February, Sagittarius. It might be because, you're just sort of reminiscing of things that have been lost and wishing that things had turned out differently. Could also be that if you're a single parent, the father of your children is not properly involved in supporting the family, and this being a very big concern for you. Could also represent Sagittarians who are having father issues of their own father. Maybe there's something going on with your father or your grandfather, okay? And or some Sagittarians could be something going on with their partners, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, some of you Sagittarians, of course, may not be in relationship at all and really don't want to, because there's been some experiences that have left you, like I said, single parent. But if something happened to your ex, even though you're mad at them, I see you being very loyal. Let's say they were sick or something like that. I don't know, you're a person who will put that aside to go and help them. Now, you may have a situation that does present itself to you, and I see you taking a lead role in kindness and maturity. And so I don't know, I think Sagittarians can be very thoughtful in the end, and this might be an opportunity for you to show and shine, okay? So maybe you don't want to do this or don't want to do that, but you might be forced into a situation because of a circumstance, and then you just go, okay, that's what I got to do. So you do it. In the workplace, you may find it's an up and down thing at work. I don't know, you could be working around someone who is difficult to pinpoint. Maybe the person you're working with is irresponsible and puts a lot on your back. Maybe that's what the problem is. Kind of looks like you don't really know what else to do but what you're doing, and so you're doing it. And I don't see you making any really big changes in it at this point. I think your bigger changes are going to be in dealing with whatever those father issues are, okay? And taking a little bit of time to yourself. So I don't think you're going to make even if there is a change that's needed in the workplace, you'll likely coast for a little bit before you make those changes. You might have more than one you have more than one relationship. You're an individual who has friendships, right? But I do see one of your relationships, maybe one of your relationships is with someone like a sick parent or a sick child or a sick auntie or uncle or something like that, and your kindness and your caring for them, that looks like that could be part of your life as well. Certainly guiding somebody else if they're looking after someone like that. So what I'm seeing maybe is a potential partner coming in, but you're kind of keeping them at an arm's length, and an old relationship somehow resurfacing. And it might require you to be involved in some way to help, okay? but your involvement might be over a 2-month period. I think that's going to hit you kind of weird, and maybe you don't, you're not sure how to manage it, but you'll get through it. There is talk of money, or maybe you're going to be thinking about putting a property up for sale, or you're going to be thinking about buying a property. So February could be a discussion about how that will happen. Maybe you'll talk to bankers, maybe you'll talk to loan people, that type of thing. So February could be very exciting for some of you who are thinking about the future. So February could be fun in terms of looking for homes or looking for houses. So you'll be juggling a lot of things, Sagittarian. Folks will have a very busy February, and it looks fun though. That's what you get for February. Overall, I don't know. I wouldn't mind having February, Sagittarius February. It's not too bad. Although there could be sickness with a father or something. That's the only thing I wouldn't like, really. I do think Sagittarian's going to end up financially, something financial good comes to them, that's for sure.